Hi guys, hello. I am here. So I'm just gonna be waiting on other persons to join. We still got a minute to go. So I just started it as a host, you can't be late. Um, Hi, hi. I'm just gonna wait on the live to build up a little and then I just start discussing what I am about to discuss or talk about the different things. Mind you, I'm here trying to navigate some different devices while I'm here. If you see me turning or doing something different, I'm just trying to navigate another device. Can you let me know in the comment section if you're hearing me? Please, I'd appreciate it. Hello, Tafara. Hi, Tafara. Thank you for joining. You're hearing me. Thank you so much. Thank you for responding. Welcome to my live, Tafara. I appreciate it so much. Um, Let me just chit chat with you while you're here so you're not bored. Where are you from, Tafara? Hi, Katie. Thanks for joining. Just want to remind you guys that give the Manchester. Nice, beautiful parish, huh? Cool parish. Was I in Manchester in the summer? I don't think so. Did you go to Manchester, sis? No, I was supposed to go there with a friend, but didn't get to go there. But I've been there quite a few times. Hopefully, the next time. Um, so I'm here, and this video this week, I don't know if I should keep waiting for a minute or two, but people normally join in whenever they're available. And Tafara, any question that you have um, that you want to ask me, just go ahead and put it in the chat, and I will definitely respond. So we want this to be, in case we didn't, we want this to be interactive. Yeah, trying for it to be as interactive as possible, talking and sharing a few things, answering questions and concerns that people might have. No, let me go again. I'm Simone. I am currently a teacher, a Jamaican teacher, living right here in United Arab Emirates. This is actually my 8th year now. So some persons would say that I'm seasoned. Um, maybe I'm kind of seasoned to UAE and the different things that takes place here. I've garnered a lot of experience from both myself. I have personal experiences, not to mention, things that I've seen happen to people and or experiences from friends and colleagues, etc. So, I know quite a bit. And as a teacher, as a Jamaican teacher, I know, it's pretty hard, especially now, this time of the year, things are getting so the economy is the on a spiraling down, and a lot of Jamaicans are looking for that opportunity to teach abroad. Many are still indecisive of, where to go. And Middle East is one of those places where a lot of persons question, is it safe? Can I take my family there? How do I go about living in UAE? And, that is some of the things that as a teacher, I try to share, not just me, but there are many other Jamaicans plus other nationalities that have YouTube videos and channels that they talk about their experiences teaching and living in UAE. Now, the Middle East, I just want to start out by saying that despite things that some people might say, or the media, well, kind of right now, the media kind of promote the Middle East, especially where we live in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. If you Google it, there is nothing bad that is out there, about these Emirates, and there is normally a lot of positive things. Dubai is now one of the most sought about tourist destinations. Everybody wants to explore this country that has everything, the glitz and the glamour. And when you talk about big and elaborate, and it's Dubai is the place that stands out when it comes on to that type of lifestyle, or fun things to do and things to explore, and it oohs and ahs you. When you live here, you kind of like, okay, all right. But when it wears on you and you want to go other places. But when you haven't been here, then it's a desire that everybody kind of have. Oh, I would love to visit Dubai. And I will say to you, it's a very, very nice place to live. Um, this time of the year now, it's hot, like, I guess probably with global warming, everywhere in the world is hot. Jamaica is hot. Um, and But here, because it's in the desert, it's in the Middle East, so it's really quite hot. But there are different weather conditions throughout the year, and as it gets closer to December, the temperature changes by around October, late September to October, and it goes cool temperatures straight until into March. Those times, if you want to come to UAE, those are the best time to enjoy the outdoors, because of the weather condition. Now, when it comes down to family, as this live, I entitled it, what is it like living in UAE with your family? Because I tend to get a lot of those questions. I and I'm just going to start out by saying that it varies. Living here with your family, it's excellent. It's awesome. With When you have a family, it's something that I'll encourage you to do, to give your children the opportunity to, it exposes your children to a lot of things, and different culture. Customs. UAE has numerous thousands of different nationalities. So you get to meet people from it's a global hub where persons are from all different parts of the world. So, your child coming here, going to school here, they get to become friends and learn different things from different people. And it's good. Your children or your child get to be exposed, to a different way of life and customs. And the children are, it's so safe that your child can come here and they don't have to, you don't really have to worry about how, your child will be able to get to and from different things. Is it safe to send your child out? I can tell you, it's you send your child out anywhere at any time. I'm not saying that things might not happen, but for the most part, it is so safe. Your children, you can send them to the park to play with friends, send them to the movies, put them on a taxi. The taxi takes them where they're going, and you feel confident knowing that they are safe. You don't have to think and fear that they will be kidnapped. You give your child a phone and you call them to check upon them. It's okay as a parent, but that feeling of comfort and safety, it is marvelous. It is something that you want your child to develop. You want your child not to be living in fear of, am I going to be kidnapped, or just that uncertainty and unsafe feeling. For me, I don't experience it here. I walk several hours of night anywhere I live, and I don't even walk and look behind me. I really don't. I don't. I'm not in fear of being kidnapped or shot or robbed and stuff like that. So when you Google UAE, when you Google Dubai, it is considered one of the safest place on earth. I think it's probably going into number one right about now for safety. So with that said, you want to come with your family, bring them, come along with them. But before we get to bringing them here, there are several other things that you have to take into consideration, because UAE now, it's in the Middle East. It is quite a few, it's a distance away from the West. And coming here is not cheap, and it depends on your family dynamics. Do you have one child? Do you have two or up, or you're coming with husband or a spouse? All of those things you have to take into consideration, when you're coming. Now, as a teacher, there are several things that happens, or your contract. There are, as I always say, the contracts are far few and in between. There is nothing that is set in stone. What should I say? Every school has a different contract. So your contract will determine, can I afford to take my family to live with me in UAE? Do I take them immediately when I'm going, or do I file for them after 1 year, after a few months, or a year or two? It depends on a lot. It depends on a lot. So it also depends on so for example, let me say, you get a job, and your job contract states that it gives you a 1-bedroom apartment, or no, most often when you're applying for a job here in UAE, after you do the interview, and if you're successful and they give you a contract, then they normally suggest, or they'll ask you, do you have dependents? And you will, inform them of your dependents. They will also ask you if your dependents are coming with you. Many of the jobs are advertised, and it tells you what the benefits are. So a job that says you live in a studio apartment or a one bedroom apartment is usually for a single person. Now, you also have jobs that will say in the description or the benefits are for family, like it would say free schooling for up to two children or allowances for students for your child's school fee. Now, those are the jobs that offers you family benefits. If it's just say it's a single bedroom apartment, a studio apartment, and utilities, that job is seeking a single teacher. Mind you, if you are single and you have just a spouse, like a husband, it's okay because you and your husband can live in a one bedroom apartment. But when it comes down to you and your children now, you want to seek a job that the benefits will outline that you get a two bedroom apartment, a three bedroom, or it might not tell you the amount of bedrooms because it doesn't know how many, like your family dynamics. But it will say that family accommodation, and it will suggest that you will get either benefits like subsidiary for your child's or children's school fee, or it will suggest that you get free placement for your children or your child. No, those are the ones that will definitely, be more accommodating for a family, and it will, be good for you if you're a mom or a dad. No, although the job states that there are other things that you have to take into consideration, because although the job offer will say there are benefits like you will get housing for the family or subsidies for your children. Hi Moisha, thank you for joining. You will basically not get, remember that the job caters specifically for you. So like your flight, the job will give you your flight money, or it will fly you here. Bless up yourself, my girl. It will fly you here, but you are responsible to fly in your family. So that is why sometimes some persons come first, work a little money and save, and then they will take their family after maybe a year or sometime couple months, it depending on your dynamics and what you have. But you don't have to take your family immediately, but that's a choice. That's, it's your choice. I should basically say that's something that you decide to do if you want to do it. But as I said, the school, although it gives you family benefit, you are the only person that is flown into the country by the school. You are responsible to fly in your family. There are some schools that do it in Dubai, maybe in Abu Dhabi too. However, it must be the husband, because in UAE too, there are different benefits that wives get, or females like me, I'm a single mom, as opposed to a husband. There are schools that will give, if you're a male and you are married with family, they will give you hi Zai, thank you for joining. If you are a husband and you have your family and the school gives family benefit, that school will give the husband insurance for the family, free placement for the kids and housing, and it will also, some of them will also fly in the family. But to be honest with you, as I said before, the husbands, and some of them will give a divorcee, like a divorced wife. For a single mom, they won't give you, and I'm speaking from experience. So because this country, it's very religious, and they really, when it comes down to family values, as in, marriage, it's really big on that. Hence, if you have a family dynamics where you have your husband and wife, they will try to cater as much as possible. But for my female friends that I know that are, let me give you an example. I have female friends working at my school, or school gives us free family housing and free education for our children. However, if you're a female and you're married, the husband and your children, you have to sponsor them. They don't sponsor. Although you're married, they don't sponsor. However, I have another friend who she is divorced. And look how funny this is. She's married, but she was married and she got divorced. However, the school gave her flights for her child because she's a divorcee. However, my friend who is still married and has her husband and her children, she didn't get any benefits for, the family. So it's just her. So it varies. As I tell you, there's nothing that is set in stone. It goes from school to school and what their policy is. And sometimes too, it's the HRs and what they decide to do, etc. Sometimes you got to speak up for yourself though, and ask questions and things like that. For me, as a single mom, I just get flight for myself. I get flight for myself. I have to save for my son, and but I do get a family housing. If you watch one of my videos about my apartment, my school gave me a huge two-bedroom apartment, and my child goes to school free. And the free schooling includes books. He gets books and everything. For my school, though, if you take the school bus, you have to pay for the school bus because that's different. You pay for the year for the traveling, but everything else is in the package. All right. In regards to taking your family here, as I said, it can be pretty expensive if you are coming together in the beginning. Unless you have that money put down somewhere and you can come with the family, then it is easy. However, if you might just want to come first, and then when you come, you take up your family. If it's just you and one child, it's not so bad. But when you have two children, three children, plus your husband, it tends, the expense, of course, it's gonna be more. And when I say that, let me give you an example. The minimum you might pay for a flight, a round trip ticket let me go from Kingston, Jamaica, because that's where I'm from Kingston, Jamaica, to Dubai is 5,800 dirhams, which is 1,500 US dollar. That's a round trip, and that's a minimal. And that's, when you book your ticket probably way in advance. Now, if you have that in your pocket and you can pay, well, for kids, it will be so your school will pay for you, but now as I said before, you now have to pay for your child or your husband, if they're coming at the same time with you. So you want to take those things into consideration. It's one of those things that you have to think about. And plus you have to do their visa. You have to do their visa also to bring them here. It's easy to get, to be honest with you, it's easy to get. And that is why one of the time I said that the visa it's easy to get. Like getting the documents, it's not hard, but it's a monetary part of it. You want to know that you have the money to do certain things. Because even just like going to US, the participate program in US, if you're going to US, you have to fly. All you do is get a job. You got to pay for your flights to go to North Carolina or South Carolina. If you're taking your family, you also have to pay for all of them. So it's pretty much the same thing. It literally is the same thing. And flights are sky high now. Even just from Miami to Kingston, Jamaica, it's almost $1,000 US. I don't know. Flying is so expensive nowadays. Um, but that's one of the benefits or some of the things that you have to consider. I will advise people, or I'll say, come first, sort out your documents, because you need your Emirates ID. The school gonna do everything for you. So when you are set, then you can say, okay, then, I can send my family, I can send for my family, I can do this and I can do that. So it's easier for you to take that route. But I don't know, everybody's different. Some people probably don't have persons to take care of their child, etc. But it's based on your dynamics and what you need to do and can do. But with the salary that you are going to get when you arrive here, guys, yes, it can do so much. You are going to, you won't be in any issues, as I had advised before, that you can, I tell people, who I come in contact with, that you can pay off your debts within a year. I know many Jamaican teachers have debts. It's a thing of us to borrow loans from credit unions and stuff like that. And I will say to you that when you come to UAE, you can pay off your debts within a year. To be honest with you, you can. And well, unless you owe some really millions of dollars, I don't know. But it depends on what you want to achieve. Um, um, so those are things that you want to consider. And schools here, as I said before, it varies. So two benefits when it comes on to packages: you can either get free schooling, or you will have schools that say that they will subsidize. They might give you a 15% or 50% discount, or yeah, 15, anywhere between 15% to 50% discount school on school fee for your kids. No, guys, school fees range. I can't even tell you. It goes from a low of maybe some 8,000 dirhams to a high of some 70 something thousand dirhams, with private schools. Now, if your school is a school where, like, I'm going to give you an example because I speak from my experience. My first school here, they gave 15% discount. And I was like, wow, when you calculate it, it's. I said, okay, Mr. Bone, you can bring your son, but this is the amount that we give. It's 15%, etc. No, when you calculate that I just came here and I was like, okay, that's, it's a pretty penny. I soon tell you. Then, but after a while, I really decided that, then, you just came and you have ambitions, you have goals, you have dreams, and you say, okay, then let me try to accomplish this within this frame time, etc., etc. So it took me, and I had a little setback with a job where, I went from my first school to another school and it didn't work out so well. And so that set me back for a year. So my child, instead of coming here after 2 years, it took me 3 years before I brought him here. And when I brought him to my second school, or should I say third, so before that, I did my master's and everything, and purchased a house and all of that. And then I said to myself, this is what true story time. And then I said to myself, you know what, this is my child, one picking him up, and if I can spend the money to do my master's per month, I'm paying how much US dollars per month, 800 US dollars I used to pay per month for my master's. Why not pay the school fee for my child? It's my child, you know. So when he got here, eventually, my school in the city offered the same 15% discount. 15, was it 15 or 20? 15% discount, and or 25. Oh my God, I don't remember. But I will tell you this. They offered that discount. I had to buy books and uniform and everything. Then he was in what, grade three. The school fee was 30 something thousand dirhams. After discount, I think there was 20% discount then, 20%. Anyway, after discount, I think I had 20 something thousand left to pay. And they work it out for me to pay. When they give us loan at that school, they give us a time frame of 10 months, because the 2 months of summer, they don't do loans in those the summer periods. So what used to happen is that I used to pay installments because it is my school. So I work there. So as an employee, you get the privilege to do monthly installments. So that's when you're working at those private international schools. You can do monthly installments, which is pretty good. And so when I get my pay, I the one who just go and pay them. They don't draw it out of my salary. It is, they expect you to pay them, you know. And I used to pay per month for my son. I used to pay around 2,400 dirhams per month for his school fee, and that was over 600 US dollars. Because guys, the currency is really strong. Yes. So it was over 600 US dollars. And in Jamaican, when I calculated for a year, guys, it was like university money, doctor, like if I do law or doctor over $1 million fee a year. Yes. So, but it was okay because I still could live comfortable. I pay my, my rent, because that school didn't give us accommodation, but they gave you the allowance in your salary. I paid my rent, paid my bills, and pay school fee, and save and live comfortably, because you, as a teacher, trust me, as a Western teacher, even when you have those little things to pay, your salary will afford you to live comfortably. I'm being totally honest. No, in this current job that I'm in, so of course, when you come to UAE, guys, you don't sit in a one job. You do your contract, and there's better out there. Unless you land one of the good jobs like this, because I have Jamaican friends that I've introduced to my school, and they come straight to Jamaica to one of these group of schools, and you can stay because it offers you the flight and the housing for your family and the preschool. That's a package that you yearn for. Mind you, guys, it took me 6 years to get this, and I recommended other friends and they got it before me, but that's just life. When it's your time, and I don't give up, And so this job now, it's really like, when you get this type of this one now, it's way better, and there is basically nothing above it. So you pretty much, it's either the same. All the other jobs that is in this bracket, they give the same type of benefits, and these are the jobs that you try to get in, but you have to start from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. As I said to people, you just try to get your foot here. When you get your foot here and you get your experience in the country, you don't need to sit down. You go. UAE is not a country. Some people have known persons that do 1 year at a school. Your contract is 2 years. Your minimum for a school contract is 2 years. But people resign in a year. If you resign in a year, you won't get any gratuity, which, let me tell you, the private schools gratuity, it's not, it's a little thing. So you can leave When you're at the private, yeah, you can leave. So don't let them fool you with that. Father God. But but let me just say that um, let me just say that you can still, do that and find another job that will give you all your benefits for your family. And, you go home. Those jobs, they give you the yearly flights. So even if you don't bring your family, you can. I have friends that my friend, when she came here, she left her husband and her children, and she went home every holiday. She go home in December. She go home in a spring break. She fly go Jamaica, and she go home in a summer. She never play. Yeah, she want her family, and she went home and she did what 3 years, and then she brought her family here when she got a job in this school, where her kids could go to school free. Maisha, my fridge, my show lock it up, my chat too much. um, so guys, it's some of those things that you need to consider, when you're coming here. And there are things that you can do. So if you come here with your family, um, um, how do you go about, what is your expenses like? Persons always ask me, what is your expensive like? How do you live? What's the average expenditure per month, etc. No, guys, please remember to like up the live, give it a thumbs up, please leave a comment, in the comment section to keep it going, please, and thank you. um so so as I'm saying before, you have, when you come here, with your husband or you yourself, you can get around in different ways. You have options. So if you have a family, you can buy a car, you can rent a car also. You have your husband and your kids, you want to know that your commute is pretty easy. You can do whichever one, and it's really not expensive. You can I have friends that came here and well, things and time changes and things get more expensive. I have friends that bought car for 15,000 dirhams, which is just over 4,000 US dollar. And the advantage, and you might say, we're going to get 15,000 or 20,000 to buy a car. Guys, people always leave and people always selling cars. This is, you see, in this country, people leave yearly, during the year, right through. So you get the opportunity to meet people. They have so many different websites that sell cars and sell furniture. Sometimes you have some teachers that are just leaving and they're selling the entire apartment of things with sofa, bed, TV, and they're just selling it out cheap. And but you don't know, and you have the places that you can get your stuff new. It just depends on your pocket. And when you come here, guys, the banks are going to flood you because they want you to join, and you are going to get offer for credit card, for loan. They're going to offer you a loan. And trust me, it's sweet because you can say, Jesus, it's when I calculate it and see millions of Jamaican dollars and stuff like that, you're going to say, wow. But you can take it. And that's why I'm telling you, say you can pay off a loan them in a Jamaica like so easy. Yeah. Um, and with that loan, you can buy a car. Now, the advantage of buying a car is that when you buy the car, you can sell it when you're going home, and you get back your money, or you get back 75%, or sometimes all right, sometimes 75%, or so you just imagine. So you say you stay for 3 years, and you drive a car for 3 years, and you buy it for 15,000. When you leave, you sell it for 12 grand. You basically get back your money, and you drive it for 3 years. When you rent now, the minimum you might rent a car for, the minimum is maybe 1,400 dirhams for a regular Nissan. Nissan, a regular Nissan Sunny, 1,400 dirhams, which is like 380 US dollar per month. And you have all different type of car. So any likes, if you want to drive the big SUVs like the locals, they're here. If you want to drive the big Hummers and the Tundras, and they're here. Everything is here, like for you to for you to oh, you don't think you can leave it? Come on, she'll be fine. It's because you're close to your daughter, but she'll be fine. She got grandma. Um, but you can bring her because as I said, it's easy because you have one child, so you can take her. You get a job, borrow the loan from Jamaica when you come. Borrow the loan, and if you not have the money there to pay her, the school I go pay for your the school I go pay for your flights, and then when you borrow the loan, and when you get the loan and you pay for your flight, as you come and you get your first salary, you just pay back that off. Bring her, take her, because she's young. Um, and you will be able to get her in school. Because as I told you, I have friends that come with. I have my friend when she was coming, and she came in February. Both of them. I have two friends that came in February, and they brought their daughter. They have only one child, and they brought their daughter when they were coming. But because that school takes their child was going to our school for free. So as I said, it depends. It depends. So if you get a job that gives your child can come to the school, it is okay. Yeah, you won't have a problem. You have some schools like you might get a job in a charter school. The charter school is local school turned charter. However, the for example, Aldar is a group of schools that owns private schools and charter schools. So if you get a job in the charter school, which is a government turned private school, they will not place your child in that school. Your child will be able to go to one of the international private schools so they will give you selections or options of schools to choose from, and you will send your child to that school. I have friends that got job in Talim. Guys, let me tell you, you can write them down. The companies that I will tell everybody, whether you're single or you have a family and you want jobs, good jobs that offer beautiful packages, the best packages that you can get or that are here in UAE are, you ready? Take out your paper, your pencil, and you can write them down. These jobs, guys, they offer free schooling. Some of them offer free schooling for a minimum of two children. Why would I say a minimum of two children? If you have one, it's okay. Yeah, a minimum of two, a high of, or a minimum of one, and a high of three. A high of three. Yeah, or maybe four. Um, just stress with that killer. Oh yeah, because you guys are close. That's why. Because you guys are close. Yeah, she probably have a cry every day if it's true. Karen, man, she little bit and you guys are tight like that. So you got just Karen. What we say? Could borrow money if you not have all of the cash. A fair flight alone you have to pay for. You know, you don't have to worry about your own. Cause the school have to fly you here and she's a child, so her flight is not going to be as expensive as yours, a little bit lower. All right. So borrow the money, Jamaican, just borrow it from credit union. Then don't go say I got friend, borrow the money from them, cause you're a teacher and you get it and you book our flight, and then when you come over here, you pay them off. You pay them off in 2, 3 months or 1 month. You just give them it, but you're not gonna pay them off so quick. You take a little time and pay them off in a 2 months or something. Thank you, Kadian. Thank you. Thank you for that comment. Um, so, you ready now, guys, to write down the names of the schools that offers excellent family packages, the benefits. It gives you family housing. I have a video, one of my friend that's just got a job in Talim, and I'm gonna show you her apartment in the city. Guys, such a lovely apartment. Um, so ready? Adnoc Schools, Adnoc, which is ADNOC Schools. I work in Adnoc Schools. They have four group. There are four. They have four campuses. I work at the smallest one out in the Western region. I work at the smallest campus. Um, you have a Talim, which is Taalleem, Talim Schools, or somebody could just type those and put them in the chat for me. Adnoc Schools, Talim, Taalleem, Talim Schools. And guys, let me tell you something. When every information that I'm giving you or that you want to know about these schools, it is in Google. I always tell people that these schools don't hide. They will hide a little intricate things, but when it comes down to information about their school and what their school offers, and you will see pictures and videos and the school fee and all of those, they are available in Google. They're available on, and every one of the schools have their website, and it is accessible by everyone, whether you are a straight, everybody, you can access these schools' websites. So these that I'm giving you, all of these are a group of schools. So that it's not just one school, as you know, here I'm saying schools. All of them control their group of schools, and so you're thinking about thousands and thousands of students plus thousands of teachers that belong to these schools, and they thank God for these schools, because these are the schools that are keeping people in this country because of what they offer. So Adnoc, Talim, Aldar. No, Aldar is now the owner of my school. So I'm still at Adnoc School, but it's operated by Aldar. So, you know, that tells you about Aldar. And these schools run charter schools. They also have the charter schools, which are very big. And so Adnoc, Talim, Aldar, Adnoc Schools, yes, I Talim Schools, Aldar Schools, Gems. I don't know. Gems is a big international company. Gems is in England. Africa, guys, was it Kenya? I went to Kenya, and I was shocked that I saw a gem school, and I was like, wow, gems are all over the world, man. Yes, they are everywhere. Everywhere you find gems. Gems school, and gems give free placement for children also. But guys, let me tell you something with gems. Gems have different schools, and different schools give different partners. So not all the gems are the same. You have gems that are British, you have gems that are Indians, you have gems as in the school and the cohort. And you have gems that do American curriculum. And to be honest with you, many of them, no, it's ADNOC, not Z. ADNOC, Adnoc. ADNOC, which means Abu Dhabi Oil Company. So, you know, yeah, wink, wink, Abu Dhabi Oil Company. Talim, it's 2E. You see them spell funny? It's Arabic. Aldar, Aldar. Aldar Schools, GEMS, GEMS, um, Blooms. Bloom started out a few years ago. All the others are older, but Bloom started out Talim started out a few years ago. But Talim's, whoa, you can't hold Talim. Them gonna lead. Blooms, very good. So I'm giving you one, two, three, four, five. I'm giving you another one. And guys, there are other private schools that are out there too that does give other packages. Oh, you know this other school, my friend. I think they give free schooling. This other schooling. You have many more out there, but these are the group of schools. There are so many private schools in UAE, so many private schools in UAE. I really can't, tell you about all of them. But there are, to be frank with you, there are these are the group of schools. You also have others that also you have other private or international schools that give benefits just as good as these, to be honest with you, but I really don't. So thank you so much, Zai. And Blooms, Blooms, Blooms School, and ENS. Now, ENS means Emirates National Schools. ENS, Emirates National Schools. Emirates National Schools only give up to two children. It gives you free housing, it gives you flights at the end of the year, and your children also go to school free. Talim does that. Talim, same thing. If you have your children will go to a Talim school free. Now, Talim can place you in a charter school, or Aldar, they will place you, say for example, they send you to a charter school to teach, but although they send you to a charter school to teach, your child will go to one of their private schools. But in ENS, Emirates National School, let me check if I can type that one. Let me type it from this. Nope. Emirates National School. Now, this one, just like ADNOC, your child has to go to this school. So, Emirates National School and ADNOC schools, you will teach at the school, and your child or children will be enrolled in the school also. So Emirates National Schools, it's typed there, Emirates National Schools, or they call it ENS, and ADNOC. These two schools, your child or children will attend these schools, and you will be teaching at the school. All the others, GEMS too, and Blooms, because those are all those are private schools. Blooms have charter school, but it also have private schools. GEMS, your child would go to GEMS and you will teach at GEMS. It's a given, just like ADNOC and the ENS. Talim, you can get a job in the private Talim, or you can get a job in the charter Talim. But your child will be able to go to one of the schools free of cost. No, yes, thank you so much for typing those. As I said, all those schools, I recommend those schools as my top group of schools. And remember, I said there are group of schools. Talim Aldar owns so much school, owns a lot of school, a lot. So don't be dismayed. They own several schools that you can get a job in. GEMS own a lot of schools, the Blooms own a lot of schools. ENS have 5 campuses, and ENS goes from ENS is ENS is bigger than ADNOC. As in, with school, and they have schools they have a school in Dubai, they have in Alain, they have in Mohammed bin Zayed City, they have in Ras Al Khaimah, and they have one in Abu Dhabi City. So they have 5 campuses, and when I say big, yeah, the school, they are huge. Though that has one of one of the biggest sets of private schools. Yeah. So yes, guys, those schools I will encourage you, and don't give up. How many years I told you I've been applying? I've applied at ENS too. I'm being honest with you. I have applied at ENS too for quite a while, and up until now, ENS haven't employed me, but I'm okay. And I applied at ADNOC for from 2017. I got a job 2021 for what, 4 years? I apply at ADNOC for 4 years. I applied to ADNOC before I actually get a job in ADNOC. 4 years. So don't give up. Do not give up. All right. Um, it is out there. Some persons are lucky. I'm telling you, some persons are lucky. As they leave a school, they get another one. As they apply, they get. And you have other persons that wait for so long. I mean, it's, persons, everybody's luck is different. I have persons that one application they send to one school and they get the job. And I know persons, I'm telling you, I know colleagues, friends in Jamaica that I've sent to schools, so many, and they've applied and not gotten a job. And then I have other friends that I've sent to, and I send them one link and they apply on that link and get a job. And I send that same link to somebody else and other links, and they apply and they still don't get a job. I must advise you, please update your CV. Please do. There are several sites for you to they look, your CV sells you. It speaks volume. It tells, it is the first thing that the recruiter looks on, or if you send directly to the school, like I'm sending you to these schools, so you basically be sending straight to the HR. You need to make sure that your CV is up to dated. When I say up to dated, look for those new type and updated CV. There are so many templates. Go on Canva. They have free versions. Go online. Ask somebody some university students know how to do CVs. You have some cafe shops or computer shops that the person that works in there knows how to do CVs. New modernized CV. Those old one that is filled with high school. Take off the high school, and you don't need a whole long list of jobs. And if you used to work at a bar or a supermarket before you become a teacher, please don't make sure it's not on your CV. Make sure it's not on your CV. They want a nice professional picture. Get a nice shot of yourself, a headshot, add it to your CV, because yes, it's mandatory. Should I say it's mandatory? Pretty much. Nowadays, it's mandatory for your CV to have a face shot of yourself. You don't want a crowded background, and fix yourself nice, and, a nice little professional picture, and put yourself on your CV, and make sure your CV is no more than 2 pages. Make sure your CV is no more than two pages. Put the relevant information on your CV that you need, that the job needs, not all the unnecessary things. All right, because your CV sells. It speaks volume. Okay. So make sure you sort that out. If you are not sure if it looks good, ask someone. Google CVs, and you will see so many. And there are free templates online that you can also, use to help you. CV Baker, Canva, etc. Look into those when you are applying for the jobs, and send out your application. Don't be afraid. In this time of age where the world is a global hub, don't let fear take over your life. Don't. Don't let anybody tell you that we are go so far. We are good, this so go do. That's so too far. No, 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 we're in that world, not too far. Everything I buy plane. It kind of far, yes. It's kind of far, yes, but it's okay. Once you come up, and guys, I'm gonna be frank with you. You see, when you're flying coming to UAE, me don't know why the short flight them like from Kingston to New York or Kingston to Miami, so rugu are rough and always a dip and a shaky. You see, when you go in a Emirates or Etihad or Qatar Airways on a flight from Miami or New York, 14 hours, not even Jamaica Airways no smooth. So I know the area there, you know, and all you do is sleep, eat and sleep and watch TV and sleep again. Yeah, me saying, I cannot say to you that I've flown and experienced turbulence. When I experience turbulence, it is on my short trips in over the Caribbean Sea. But flying this side of the world, I mean, I know the air smooth. It is so smooth, to be honest with you. I don't experience any difficulty. Right, Moisha? Moisha got her bed? Moisha, how was your flight? You got out of your bed yet? Yeah, to be honest with you, the flights are normally smooth and comfortable. You get pillow, you get blanket, you get breakfast, lunch and dinner, supper and snack. Plus, if you have your little things in your bag, you can eat. Yeah, movie. Everything on Netflix, on the plane. You watch a little movie by your plane. Yeah, it's a long ride. Take off your shoes and be comfortable. Not to mention if you get a flight where no full, you just exchange seats and you go lie down in the whole row by yourself, or you and your child going on one. Yeah, you just get yourself comfortable, kick off your shoes and keep on your socks and yes. It's something to speak about and to enjoy. Don't, as I'm saying with the distance, don't let it hinder you. You have Jamaicans all over the world, all over the world. I tell myself that I will not leave this and go further. And I have my friend now who is over there in Japan, and I'm like, oh, maybe I come over there, but I don't want to go any further. But you never know. Because sometimes you gotta go this life, you can't sit down in something and complain about um not having enough money to live comfortable when there are so many opportunities out there in the world for teachers. We have one of the careers that that allows us to travel all nooks and cranny of the world. Guys, Bahrain is a beautiful country. You can go over in Bahrain to work. Very nice country. It's also in the Middle East. Jamaican teachers are over there. Jamaican teachers are in Kuwait. Yes. Jamaican teachers are in Qatar. Beautiful too. Jamaican teachers are in Saudi. Jamaican teachers are all over Asia. This is the Asian continent also. Malaysia. Malaysia pays pretty much like over here, and they also give housing and stuff like that. Malaysia is such a nice country. And guess what, guys? Because we're Jamaicans, we got Malaysia is visa free for Jamaicans, and them drive on the same side of the road like Jamaica, and over there is pretty. That's the first country that I went when my son came here, because I didn't start traveling until he came, and when he came in December, and I wasn't gonna go home again. So the summer I went to Malaysia, and it was so nice. And driving it in the bus and stuff like that, it reminded me so much of Jamaica with the sea and the trees and all of that. It's very nice. And that's another thing that living in this part of the world affords you. If you live in the US, you can't really travel no further about the US. But I can tell you, when you live in UAE, you can travel. For those people who loves to travel, come to UAE. Mm-hmm. Because of COVID, we kind of slowed down, but COVID go away. So, inshallah, I will start traveling again. But um, yeah, it affords you to do that, and because the other countries are very close by, because as it says, Middle East, so you're right in the middle, and the other countries are pretty close, 4 hours away, just like flying to New York, 2 hours away. Some are 6 or 8 hours away, depending on where. But for the majority, the African continent, I think the ride to Kenya was 2 hours or 3 hours fly, etc. To Jordan, it's 4 hours. Turkey, very close, and those countries are visa free. And I'm telling you, because when I want to travel, I look for visa free countries for Jamaican passport holders, and those are the ones that I visit. And when you're a UAE resident, you have the ability to go to other countries, be- because you're a UAE resident. Yeah, them have them perks. Yes, you're a resident, you can go to certain countries visa free, or you what you call it, or you and because when you live over here too, it's easy to get like to apply for the visa. It's really not expensive. You just go online and apply for the tourist visa. Where's your resident? Your resident is United Arab Emirates. Boom, you get the visa, figure anywhere. So, guys, take the opportunity if you think it is something that you want to consider. Do your own research. I'm speaking from my experiences, and as I said, other persons plus of my friends. And I just can encourage you just to look up the information for yourself. Ask. I am always available. There are some persons that here that have messaged me. For persons who are on my Facebook and Messenger and IG, I'm one of those persons that I share information. I am not selfish because I know where I'm coming from, and I know that it's because of the grace of God why I am where I am today. And I'm gonna reach nowhere yet, but just at start, but I am better off than where I was before, and I'm grateful. And I know that several persons out there are lack of information, and they would love to be given the opportunity. And being selfish. I mean, just like when we go to college and a one diploma and a one degree, it's just the same thing. There are thousands of jobs that are out there, and there's one for me, and there's one for you. All right. So, like, just put yourself out there and don't give up. You try one school and it didn't work, you try another. You understand? Try another, try several. There is one. There is going to be one that will take you. And if you're in a position that you don't want, we talk about, with different things that are happening in Jamaica, and, in the group that I am in Facebook, that I'm at the admin on with one of my other friends, childhood friend. I mean, we are coming from way far, right, Zai? We are coming from far. And my other childhood friend, she's in Canada, and she was a Jamaican teacher, also left, went to a small island, and now in Canada. And we have our experiences. It's from the bottom up. And we don't have a problem sharing information with other teachers out there who are looking the opportunity to seek employment overseas, and just share information, because not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody will do it, but when you do find someone that is willing to help you, just go ahead. And as I said to people, like, I have one YouTube channel, and sometimes I say to people, just come on, subscribe, please, share it live, subscribe to my channel, and This information is basically free of cost. All I'm asking for is just to increase my subscription and my hours, and you know it go right. You know, when you try, you using YouTube as another means of income, but slow and steady win the race. Slow and steady win the race. I'm getting there. I'm currently at what, 527 subscribers. I need, you know, I need 4,000 watch hours. I also need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers to start getting monetized. And I'm just halfway there, halfway. I'm halfway there. So I'm asking anyone here, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. Share my channel with your friends and just tell them subscribe to my friend page, please. Um, just ask them. And here, this is another teacher here. If you look in my chat, Zion Vlogs, she is also a Jamaican teacher that do vlogs about Jamaican. So if you want to know about Jamaica, if you're here and you're not a Jamaican, or even if you're a Jamaican and you want to see videos about different places in Jamaica to visit, there's her, click on her page, visit her page, and see all the amazing places that she has visited and is telling you, just sharing it with you, our beautiful island of Jamaica. All right, guys. So as I'm saying, tell a friend to tell a friend, share my live, share my page, please share it with someone that you know who needs this, or even if it's your family member, it doesn't matter. Just share it with them and tell them subscribe to my friend page for me. Yes, each one help one. um Georgia, thanks for sharing. I started watching your videos a couple of weeks ago, and trust me, I am motivated. Thank you so much, Georgia. That is, I am happy that I can be, an inspiration to you, and I motivated you. And if you started applying for any job, I wish you all the best. And are you a teacher, Georgia? I don't remember if I've spoken to you on probably Facebook before, but um, that is things that I like. The other day, a guy messaged me on Instagram and he said he's from Trinidad. He's here now. He came here this year with his family. He got a job in ENS. Yes, he got a job in ENS and he just came a week ago. I messaged him. He messaged me, a couple of months ago, and he said to me that, I started watching your videos and I got a job, and I thank you so much for all the points that on your video, and I got a job. And I was like, wow. And he's a Trinidadian, yes. And he just came about a week ago. I spoke to him. And, so guys, just know that there is someone in your corner. Pray for me, as in Jamaica, we say, pray for me while I pray for you in Jesus' name. you know, um, and I'm really, yes, my dear. And that is why I never used to do live, but I know that live helps with your watch hours, as opposed to you posting a video for 1 minute, for a 8 minute video, and a few persons watch it. When you do a live for an hour and you have people watching on your live, it boosts your watch hours more. So, persons encourage me to try to start doing more lives. So, guys, if there are any topics that you want me, oh, Georgia, yes, I'm a teacher. I recently started applying. Okay, Georgia, don't worry yourself. Trust me, a job is out there for you. And what, we have 1 week left in August. 1 week left in August. And as I always say, when it comes down to UAE, you just got to prepare yourself if you start applying. You have some persons that are fortunate to start at the beginning of the year, and others, I have friends that got job that came here in September. I have friends that came here in October. I have friends that came here in March, February, different times of the year. So January, November too. as I'm saying to you that the schools recruit throughout the year, so don't worry. Whenever you start your application, the opportunity is there. Just keep your eyes open. Always check your email. You know, there are recruiters, the recruiting companies. I don't know. I don't know why. Ed Vectus, you know Ed Vectus. Seek teachers. If you guys try, Seek teachers have a lot of jobs in private schools. Ed Vectus does jobs in private and public schools, and um, this other one. Oof, I used to post it and I tell people about it, but it seems as if, and they were very good. They have taken so many Jamaicans over here. It's not even funny, but I don't know what happened. Like I came here on Red Teachers. I'm not sure if they're still doing recruiting, to be honest. I'm friends with them on LinkedIn, and I know that they're still doing 'cause they're doing recruiting for England, but I'm not sure if they're doing recruiting for Middle East. Um, and direct teachers was a very direct teachers was an awesome recruiting agency that has employed so many, well, not employed, but they are responsible for getting so many Jamaicans over here. But it seems as if right now their company may be in a little, I don't know, it seems as if it's not working, because many persons have said to me that they have tried to reach out, and they have not gotten any response. It seems as if their company is, I don't know, under something. Because even me, I normally get fluent emails right through about job opportunities. Because I don't give up, even if I'll just send them a message. I'm not actively recruiting, searching for job right now. But they normally send me stuff, but it seems as if their company is not working right now. I know that many of you here would have gotten a job through them. They are, oh, yeah. Okay, Zai. I don't know if I know how to do that. Um, but we can talk about that. Um, but the thing is with direct, um, those agencies, they are really good. Ed Arabia, EDRABIA.com. Ed Arabia Tess does a lot of recruiting also, for the Middle East, private schools and also charter schools. They are also good too. Yeah, and there are so many. Teach away, teach. Don't give up. And I have many videos that I've shown persons how I have videos. There are about 3 videos that I literally part one, part two, part three, that shows you step by step guides how to not just go on the recruiting websites. I've had videos that I show you how to go on the recruiting website and how to navigate their pages and how to apply for the jobs. And I also have videos that shows you how to visit the school pages and how to get around on their page. All of the schools, guys, don't forget, all of the schools have what you call a career tab. Every single UAE private school has a tab. If you type in Simone's private school, I don't have a private school, it's going, there is a section on it where some of the schools, when you go on it, you might see the tabs at the top, or you might see those little 3 bars, those little 3 lines. You might have to click on that line, and you see some drop downs that say career. But just look, I can assure you that all of the schools have a tab that says careers, and you can, when you go into it, it will give you it will list the careers that the school currently has. Also, some of them will say to you that click here to send your CV. And when you click, it goes directly to their HR. And all you need to do is just write a nice little email application, and it's just simple. Dear HR, um, my name is so and so, and I would like to apply for the position of a grade three homeroom teacher, an English teacher, a maths teacher in your institution. And please find my CV attached. And that's it. Don't say resume, say CV. They tend to use that word quite often or more over here. Say, attached is my CV for your perusal, etc. Please contact me. I await your response, etc. Just a simple email, an application email. Attach your CV and send it. Some persons attach CV and a cover letter, or the school might just say to you, send your CV. It might be a case where on the school website it says send your CV, all right, or it says attach your CV and a cover letter. Some of them have forms. Some of them have some long form. I'm not telling you, I've been through it. I'm telling you guys, I've been through it. They have long forms that you can go on and fill out all the necessary data that they're asking you for, and then you still upload your CV to their website. But the jobs are here, they are countless. You just need to put yourself out there and you will definitely get something. Some jobs, to be honest with you, some jobs are more than others. A primary school teacher like me, I do primary education. Those jobs are in demand more than others, to be honest with you, because at the primary children, young children, there are so much the schools have. So there is always a need for, so you will see lots of job applicants or adverts asking for a homeroom teacher, a primary or elementary homeroom teacher, as opposed to, and then you might see more of those jobs and less math, science, English, PE, home ec, or, some jobs are, in more demand than others. And that's how it is right across the world, as you know. I will say to you that what I know of Japan, and maybe I have to do some more research to give you more information. But I do know that in Japan, you have schools, and Japan people, I will tell you, in Japan, you can get up to 5,000 US dollar per month, get housing and flights and everything. So it's pretty good over there also. You also can get, for over there, you have schools that, as long as you're a native English speaker, they will employ you to teach English. So you don't necessarily have to be an English teacher. So you can be a PE teacher, and with your degree and your years of experience, a woodwork teacher, guidance counselor, whatever it is in your home country, as long as you have the experience and your qualification, those Japan jobs, they will employ you to work as an English teacher. UAE used to do that, but they have gotten a little strict and only employ you to work in the capacity that you're trained for. So be whatever is on your degree, that is what you are going to be working as. So if you're an elementary teacher, that's your degree. Primary, you're going to be working at that level. If you are an early childhood educator, you are going to be sent, to KG or grade 1, etc. English, science, math, whatever subject it is that you studied and your degree is in, that is where you will fall in in terms of working. All right. But Japan is different. Some of the schools down there, I know, I've spoken to persons, and they said, yeah, Japan, they do that. Um, you have a degree, you're a native English speaker, they will employ you to teach um, English. And yeah, a whole heap of Jamaicans over there too. So many Jamaicans. As I said before, the world is out there, and don't be afraid to go anywhere where the teaching job opportunity is. If you go there and you don't like it, it's okay to leave, but don't want an opportunity and you get it and you don't take it. The only way you should not take it is if the opportunity doesn't suit you, right? Oh, hi, Georgia. You're not sleeping. Thanks for joining, Georgia. No, Georgia's lifestyle is another Jamaican vlogger, teacher vlogger, that speaks about working here in UAE. Um, Guys, so when it comes on to those things, you can take those things into consideration. Don't worry about take the opportunity, as I'm saying before, and try to get that job. The only way you should not take the opportunity is if it is some scam. Remember, if for UAE, guys, I encourage people, any job that tells you to pay for to send money or pay for your own visa and telling you to make payments for something, don't take it. Those are the things, those are the opportunities that you would see as something is wrong, or it's a red flag. All right. But you can go to a country, and if you and spend a year there. I have friends in my first school that I came here. She's from US, a Black American. She came to our school and she left after she went back home after 1 year. It's okay. But now she's wanting to come back. But I guess she gets older and mature. She was pretty young that time, and she wanted just to travel. She came, and every holiday she flew somewhere. Every holiday she went out, flying on to another country, because that's what she wanted to do. And then she went back home to Atlanta, and now she's inquiring about coming back over here. So don't be fearful. You cannot let fear stop you from achieving your goals. Don't let fear stop you from trying, because as you go somewhere, and just keep yourself in a position, seek out persons who are already there, and people will always help you. There are always people to help you. If it's not your nationality, another nationality will help you. All right. Don't think that people are going to, there's nobody to help you. I come in a country and no one. And I know so many persons now. So many persons. And I came here as a blank slate. So don't be discouraged. And you don't have to know anybody to go anywhere. Are you alone born? You were the only person that your mother gave birth to. So don't be afraid to spread your wings and explore another country. Don't let people drag you down. It's you. All right. So you go seek the opportunity. And if you do get a job, research the school to make sure that school is legitimate, because a lot of fake schools are out there. But those fake schools, those fake recruiters will ask you for money. So you will know that it's not legitimate. Okay. And so just think about those things, and you'll be okay. And just reach out to me. Whether I know some of you already have me on IG or Messenger, and any way that I can help you, I will help you. And information that I have, I will try to get it to you. Ask me any question, and I will answer it as best as possible. I will advise you as best as possible. All right. If Remember, guys, give this video a thumbs up, um, and remember, share. share my channel. I'm asking you please and kindly to share my channel with your teacher friends and to help my channel to grow. And are there anyone? It's what time is it now? It's 11:29 p.m., which is what 2:29 p.m. in Jamaica. And I don't know if any other nationality Indians are so here. I don't see some of my Indian friends, but guys, just you can ask me any question. Is there any question that anyone like to, any information that anybody would like to get in as I close? Because I'll see you guys on another video. I'll do another live. No, that's it. So I've been here for 1.5 hours basically. That's good. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you who have attended my live. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you sometime again. Give the information that I spoke about to your friends. And just don't forget that UAE is a wonderful place, whether you're single or you have family. It's a beautiful place to raise your family. And if you come here, I know that you won't regret it financially. Number one, that's the first thing. You're not going to regret it financially. And the others will definitely fit in. All the others will come in after that. All right. So just think about all those little things, and it will encourage you to make UAE somewhere that you want to live and work. It's not forever, guys. It's not forever, because here, as we say in Jamaica, we're passing through. It's a stepping stone, and because there are several other opportunities out there. But when you come here, though, it is really great, and you are able to do a lot and accomplish a lot. And then you say, okay, then I can move on to something else. Okay, I live a little far away from my home. Now I want to go back. But let that financial freedom, um, that financial success and accomplishment be your encouragement. Let it be your aim. Let it be your goal. Yeah, let it be the reason why you want to come to UAE. Go ahead, Safara. What's your question, my dear? Oh, the masters. No. You will get more pay with your masters if you're in a leadership position. Your requirement for coming here is a degree. So whether you have a master's or someone else have a degree, it doesn't. What determines the most pay is your year of experience. So, for example, I have a master's, you have a master's, but I have 10 years teaching experience, but you only have 2 years teaching experience. No, I say both of us have a degree, but my experience is 10, 15 years, and you are 2 or 5 years. I would get more pay than you. So your years of experience speaks volume in majority of the school. I would say maybe all. It determines how much you get as a salary. I guess you probably have some schools that have a specific amount, but for the most part, your years is what determines how much you get. So if you have your degree, fine. It's something. It's an educational advantage for you, but it is not a requirement, and it doesn't increase your salary. But it does help to determine if the school has some middle leadership position, and you want to apply for it, it might increases your chance of becoming, a coordinator, a supervisor, little things like those. It can, or maybe even a vice principal. You never know. The grade coordinator, it does increase your chance to become those middle leaders. Yeah, but not more for your salary. Thank you, Zai. Thank you so much, Titi. Um, Thank you for your support, my dear. I appreciate it. Zai Blogs, I appreciate it so much. What my friend always say, I'm gonna love you and leave you. um, Unless there is something else that someone would like to know, I guess I can leave the rest of the information for another another live stream. You can come up with those questions. You're welcome, Tafara. You can come up with those questions. And Sadiq, I'm just coming in. Sadiq, you're late. You're a late child, a very late one. This would give you suspension, as you're coming to school and school is finished. When everybody and the teacher is walking out of school. How are you, Sadiq? Is there anything that you wanted that yes, the live will definitely be available on the YouTube. It will be in my feed, so you can go back and play it. I think it takes a little while for it to come on the feed, YouTube. I think it takes a while before they post the live. Just a few minutes though, or but it will be there. Oh, the minimum qualification for a teacher in UAE is your degree in education. So whatever it is that you want to teach, your degree should be in it. So if you are an English teacher, your bachelor's must be in English. All right. Thank you for your response. Yes, Sanik, my video will be there for you to watch. If you are an elementary teacher or if you teach primary school in Jamaica, your degree should be in primary ed and a minimum of 2 years teaching experience. So 2 years teaching experience, that's a minimum, and a bachelor's of education in the specific field that you are teaching. Maths teacher, maths degree. You're a secondary teacher. Okay, wonderful. What subject do you teach, Sonic? English and literature. Okay. They always want English teachers over here, Sunny. And you have your degree, right? That's good. So you're definitely in the mix. Have you thought about coming to UAE? Have you started your application? Um, English teachers, you are definitely among the required ones over here. Yes, it's English. It's UAE. It's a Arabic country that needs English teachers. That's what they do. They employ people. They employ people to be English teachers. So most definitely, you're a great contender for a job in the secondary school. Yeah. Okay, Saniq, applications are far few and in between. There are several ways. The chat, in the chat, there are we had spoke about, and they're typed in the chat, some schools that you can go to. Those are the schools that I encourage persons to go to, because I know these schools give very good packages. And so when you check the chat, you will see them. And or you can just message. You can message me also. Message me on Messenger, and I will respond to you. But the schools, you can go directly on the school's website. Let me encourage you guys, as I was saying before. So Saniq, when it comes on to teaching jobs in UAE, you can literally go into Google and type in private international schools in Abu Dhabi or Dubai. You are going to see them come up. When you see them come up, you're going to see the names of the schools. Click on the name of the schools. It will take you to the school's website. When you go on the school's website, there is always a link for career or jobs. Click on that tab, and you will see either the HR email for you to submit your CV to, or you would see a form for them to fill out, for you to fill out, I'm sorry. So like, don't be what, like, you can use Recruiter, or you can go directly to the schools and make your applications. All right. Now, these schools that are in the chat, they are a group of schools, and every one of these schools that are in the chat that I sent you employ Jamaican teachers. Every single one of them have Jamaican teachers. Might not be in your campus, but I mean the companies. Because remember, I told you all these schools have more than one campuses. They are groups of schools. So you might get a job in a campus, and that campus might not have a Jamaican teacher. You might be the first one, but there are Jamaican teachers in another campus. All right. So you don't have to worry. And there's nothing wrong with being the first Jamaican teacher in a school. I was, and it was okay. So there is nothing wrong with that. It's good. You're welcome, Saniq. And if you follow me, Saniq, if you're a subscriber, if you look at my other videos that I have on my channel, you would see many of them that gives you information about sites. Even my description, I have links in some of my descriptions that will for schools and also recruiters that you can go to submit your application. I thank you, Saniq, for subscribing. Thank you, my love. Don't forget to share it with your friends now. Share it and tell them that, I know this teacher in Simone, and, please subscribe to our channel, such and such and such, okay? Sonique, share my video, my channel, please. But yes, as I was saying, the videos are there for you. You can find them there. I literally have a video showing how to navigate different school websites or agencies, how to navigate their page and how to do applications for different schools. So just sit down and watch the video and just do what it says, and and just watch God work for you. Put your CV out there. Saniq, as I was saying before, get someone, check your CV or make sure that it is up to date. Get a nice picture of yourself, and a professional photo, attach it to your CV, and update your CV so that when your CV stands out when you're making your application. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you who are here. I will say that again. God bless you all. And if you're out there and you're looking a job, I wish you all the best. And when you get to work, you must tell me here. Let me jump and rejoice with you. All right. Let me let me rejoice with you and applaud you and congratulate you when you get that job. Until my next live, I will be sharing other videos, and hopefully, I can do another live in September, depending on certain feedbacks that I'm getting. But thank you guys so much for joining, and I hope to see you guys on my next live. And don't forget, as I always say, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend about Rolling with Sinjay, Jamaican teacher living and working in the United Arab Emirates. So until next time, guys, I will see you all. It's almost midnight over here, almost midnight. It's Friday night though, so it's okay. No school tomorrow. So I'm thankful, I'm grateful. So until next time, guys, I will see you all. Thank you so much for joining. Until next time, bye bye. Okay, guys, bye bye. Thank you so much, Georgia. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. See you later. And remember, Georgia, you can reach out to me and ask me any question, and I will try to help you as much as possible and share any information that I have with you. All right. So later, girl. Wow, go take care of yourself. Okay.